I'm Zoe.
And I'm Moises.
And this is your Friday News. State drama competition participants. Please email Ms. Burrows to set up a time for your individual or team coaching appointment. Your materials for the competition need to be approved before you leave for winter break.
Today's playoff homeroom games are 6th grade wiffle ball for 3rd, Kraus versus Mr. Origi. 7th grade volley tennis for 3rd, Case versus Mackenzie. And 8th grade soccer for 3rd versus Cabroni.
Monday's championship games are 6th grade wiffle ball for 1st, Lundy versus Rogers, 7th grade volley tennis for 1st, Holland versus Pike, and for 8th grade soccer for 1st, Gazaniga versus Mr. Brees.
New games coming up are 6 hoops, 7 field goal kicking, and 8 flag football.
Since we're talking about sports, let's go out to Henning to look back on the 8th grade turkey trot last month.
Hi, I'm Henning, and I'll be interviewing Miss Cross about the 8th grade turkey trot. Alright, so I'm going to ask you some questions about the turkey trot, and the first one will be, how long has it been a tradition at Miller Creek?
It has been a tradition for at least as long as I've been here, 20 plus years. I met someone last summer who was a former student. He was in his 30s, and one of the things he asked me when he found out that I was a teacher here, he said, "Do you still do the turkey trot?" And I said, "We do." He says, "I remember running the turkey trot when I was in 7th and 8th grade." So it's a long-standing tradition.
How long have you guys been organizing the turkey trot?
It's my first year this year. I'm very excited to take over. And like I said, I've done it for 20 plus years. Big shoes to fill.
And why do we run the turkey trot every year?
We run the turkey trot to celebrate the season, we run it for participation, and we run it for fun.
Alright, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Basketball forms are due no later than Wednesday, December 13th at 2 p.m. All forms need to be given to Mr. Arroyo or Miss Young. Please do not give them to the office. Thank you. Go Panthers.
The deadline to sign up for the Math Count school-wide competition is today. Sign up with your math teacher. The competition is during 6th and 7th period next Friday, December 15th.
Now let's go to Naomi, who has a great reminder for students might be feeling overwhelmed here on campus for one reason or another.
Hi, my name's Naomi, and I'm here to interview Miss Marty and Miss Jacobs about how and when a student can see a counselor. For starters, where can 6th, 7th, and 8th graders find you guys?
So my office is A1B, and it's right next to the choir room, and I see students in 7th grade and 6th graders A through J. Last name's A through J.
And my office is next door in A1A, and I work with all 8th graders, and then 6th graders' last names K through Z.
When are you guys at school and available to students?
There is a counselor here every day at Miller Creek, and we're available throughout the school day. Students can come knock on our door. If our blinds are down, that means we're busy, and come back at a different time. You can also ask for an appointment in the front office, or even send us an email on School Loop, and we'll get down to the person as soon as we can.
Sounds good. Lastly, what are some problems that you suggest students to see you for?
Students come down to see us about really anything that might be going on, that maybe might be getting in the way of being able to concentrate in class, maybe some things that are going on at home, some help with study skills. And usually when students come down, we give them one of these forms to fill out. And this is a good way just to check in. So how are you doing? How's school? How are things with friends, or how are things with family? So anything in those categories, kids come down to talk to us about it.
Well, that has been an interview with Miss Marty and Miss Jacobs. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Now back to you guys in the studio.
That's a great reminder. Go see a counselor if you ever need any help.
Environmental ambassadors meet in Mr. Schuler's room today at lunch to work on action plans. Please have them completed and ready to share.
Bluebirders meet today at B2 in lunch.
Geography B participants are set for the 23rd annual competition on Monday, December 18th. Don't forget you have to turn in your yellow form to participate. All questions should go to Mr. Brees or Mr. Origi.
The annual school-wide Santa Fe Cop toy drive has begun and will last until Wednesday, December 20th. Thank you for your support and generosity during this holiday season.
Before we go today, let's go to Zach to find out more about those cool field trips art students participate in.
I'm here with Miss Johansson, and we're going to interview her about the art field trips. Where and when do you take the kids on field trips?
Every year the 7th graders go to the Asian Art Museum and the Japanese Tea Garden, And the 8th graders go to the San Francisco Museum of Modern Art. The 7th graders go in the spring, and the 8th graders go in the fall.
What do you hope the kids will learn after this?
I hope the kids just get a better appreciation for fine art and the whole idea of going to a museum to enjoy art and have a good time exploring.
What is your favorite part about taking them on the field trip?
That is a tough question to answer because I like every part of the day. It's a super fun day. One thing that's especially enjoyable and rewarding for me is to introduce kids to their first art museum experience. A lot of the kids, it's the first time that they're going to a museum. So it's really a privilege to be a part of that first experience and to see how excited they get about it.
For your time, Ms. Johansson, and back to you guys at the studio. Hi, I'm here with Ms. Johansson.
Thanks, Zach.
Well, that's all for today.
We'd like to thank our producer Bella and our camera person Jack. Have a great
Great
weekend.
day, good Panthers.